now making the climb to Crater Lake. We're not sure if we're actually gonna make it. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Oh yeah, the stove's on top of the fridge. That's so funny. These are the type of workouts that I do. So we've run into a problem. They also don't provide lids for their pots. It's like, okay, so we're using a pan to cover it. We made it to Monterey. Oh my gosh, you guys, what a long day of driving workout. And I did some handstands. And for some reason I found it disturbing. There was a ton of oil pumps. We had a turn of events happen that they're canceling Yuma's flight, so we are driving back to Tacoma. It's early in the morning on Tuesday morning, and we are in Albany, Oregon. I'm sorry if I sound kind of sniffly. I didn't sleep very well last night. I've been fighting still like a sore throat and cough, so I woke up with a coughing fit at like 4 a.m. and really couldn't go back to sleep. Anyways, Josh and Yuma are out walking, gotta walk the dog. He did really well on our 4-hour drive down here, so we are driving down to California. We are taking a 4-day road trip down to California for Christmas, and for those of you who are new, we do live in Tacoma, Washington. So from Tacoma to Albany, Oregon, it took about 4 hours, and we did hit some traffic. Yuma did very well, and that's the reason why we're driving down to California for Christmas, is to bring Yuma to visit our family, because our family hasn't met him yet, and we wanted him to be with us for Christmas. So this is gonna be a really fun vlog. I'm gonna take you guys with us on our road trip. Of course, we're already at our first stop. We just stopped in at a Best Western last night in Albany, and on the way in, we did stop at Chipotle, which is, by the way, one of the healthiest fast food restaurants you could go to, because you could cater it towards your, nutritional needs, like if you're vegan or paleo, and their meat is responsibly sourced. So just so you know. Yeah, so we got in late last night, so I really couldn't talk to you guys, and we were just trying to settle in Yuma. Lots of smells in the room, so he was pretty hyper for a while. He didn't really settle himself down until like 9:30, 9:45, and then I think he lost a baby tooth because his little stuffed animal crocodile got blood on it, and we're like, where is that coming from? And we figured out it's from his mouth. He still has a couple baby teeth that he's trying to lose, so one of them might have fallen out. I don't know. It stopped bleeding right away, but I was like, what the heck? I was a little worried about him. Also, I do want to show you guys how we stay healthy on the road. It's pretty easy to, still eat healthy and work out and still maintain like your health while traveling on the road. You just have to kind of plan ahead a little bit. So I will link that video down below that I just did. It was like a big grocery haul, mostly from Trader Joe's and Costco, what food we're bringing on our trip. And we got the cooler from Walmart, which you can return if you still keep the receipt and you don't bang it up too much. So we are bringing most of our meals with us to save money and to eat healthy. We bring our own coffee mugs to save money, and we bring our own coffee because most places we're staying, they're Airbnb, so they have coffee makers. We bring our own water bottles and we fill them up, so we're not spending money on water. And then this morning I was gonna do a little bit of a workout in the hotel, but I did not sleep well. So what I did was just some stretching, and you just need a really small space. So I just kind of like tucked myself in between the two beds we have in here, and I did a stretching sesh. So yeah, just the towel's still there, and this room is really small. His crate takes up most of it. So yeah, the crate is huge because the airline we're flying back on, they require the crate to be a certain size given his size. So he needs to be able to stand up in it and move around in it and turn around in it. So it is huge. It barely fits in the back of our SUV that we rented. So we are going to Crater Lake today, which I'm so excited about, and I'll probably do a workout later today in the cabin. And by the way, I hope this video is finding you guys happy and healthy. And if you are brand new to my channel, welcome. I upload 1 to 2 videos a week all about living healthy. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back to my channel. And oh, they're back. Here you go. Are you all dirty?
I never knew the right word.
They require a lot of
until I found you.
Which one is which?
Oh, sorry. This one here is surrounding by place with stevia.
Okay.
I also want the 2 stevia.
Cool.
Thank you.
These eyes are never
All right, on our way.
until until I saw you. My heart's now unfolding, and it was made for you.
He is doing great, by the way.
He thinks every time that there's a lady talking in a window and we're in the car that it's Starbucks and that he's getting a pup cup. So he got really excited and he just got really butthurt right
Even though we already got a pup cup. So we are now making the climb to Crater Lake. We're not sure if we're actually gonna make it. We put our all-wheel drive on. We paid the money to get in to this area to climb up to Crater Lake. It's about a 7-mile climb. But the lady at the entrance was saying that we definitely need chains or snow rated tires, which we have both, but we're not really supposed to put the chains on this rental car. Yeah, so we'll just kind of see how it goes. We're gonna try.
You're like summer in the shade, like a sip of lemonade, and I love the taste. Oh, I love the taste. You're the only songbird sing, like a lullaby of spring in the morning rain, in the morning rain. I'm gonna give you all my love, wildflower, give you every minute of every hour, dancing the wind, you leave it whispering. I'm gonna give you all my love, wildflower. Always where you're meant to be, and I'll go your way. Yeah, I'll go your way.
All right, the temperature has dropped to 29 degrees and we're a little bit sketched out on making the drive down, but there is this really old Honda in front of us whose tires are like bald and obviously doesn't have chains on. So if he can do it, I think we can do it. So if he starts slipping and sliding all over the road, then we know we need to be careful. But he seems to be doing just fine. Gosh, he's brave.
Give you all my love, wildflower.
We made it. We'll be right back. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Oh, this is perfect.
Then he gets to sleep in the kitchen.
I get to sleep in the kitchen. There are 2 bathrooms.
Every hour, dancing the wind.
Yeah, looks like we got all our cooking equipment we need. Oh yeah, the stove's on top of the fridge. That's so funny. Yeah, we got our coffee maker, microwave. Perfect. And I get to sleep there. Okay, so Yuma is going for a walk with Josh, and I'm gonna do finally my workout. This is gonna be a 15-minute, of course, body weight, and I'm just gonna do it right here. And this is what I do on road trips: is I just carve out a little space for my body weight workout, and I go for it, and it does the job, keeps me in shape. It is fantastic. I just put on my leggings and still have my puff jacket on, so I'm gonna do a little bit of a warm up. And this is exactly what I do on the road every time we take a road trip or we go on vacation. These are the type of workouts that I do.
The longer that I wait, I'll fall deeper in your game. Tell me now for my own sake, just for my own sake. The chances I'm taking impatiently.
All right, let's set my timer for 15 minutes. By the way, 15 minutes is the max amount of time I work out on vacation because I don't want to spend my whole time working out. And it's just enough to keep my blood moving, my muscles pumping, and just enough to help me feel good. 15-minute AMRAP, let's go.
There's no replacing you. You don't let me be. Say it's got a hold on you too.
That's all you need, 15 minutes. So we've run into a problem. If you're an Airbnb, you need to provide the essential cooking things, and oil is not provided. They also don't provide lids for their pots. It's like, okay, so we're using a pan to cover it. Anyways, it's working fine. I think it's gonna turn out just fine, but this is our first time at Airbnb that they don't provide oils. They only have salt and pepper, so I'm glad we brought our own seasonings. You tired?
I heard you're packing up your bags and moving on. You're gonna do all the things you dreamed about. Oh, and it makes me sad when I think about the thing we had being over now. And I miss you. But time has a way of healing, putting back all the broken pieces. Maybe we'll run into each other and talk about the good times. And time has a way of changing who we are and the things we're chasing. Maybe you'll go and meet someone you like, and you'll have a good time, a good time, a good time, a good time. There was a moment when we were everything, and now I don't even remember your middle name. Oh, and it makes me sad when I think about the thing we had being over now. Over now. Oh, and I feel it there, I can't shake. It's that things will never be the same, and it kills me. But time has a way of healing, putting back all the broken pieces. Maybe we'll run into each other and talk.
We made it to Monterey. Oh my gosh, you guys. It was just a long day of driving. It was all worth it because this hotel room is so beautiful. We did make a lunch stop at a rest stop off the freeway, and that worked out pretty well. I'm so glad we had our meals with us. You know, the coffee this morning worked out perfectly, and then our Trader Joe's meals out of the cooler worked so well. It just made the drive so much faster and less of a headache because we had all of our food with us. We made another stop at like 2 in the afternoon for coffee because we needed some caffeine because we were falling asleep on the road. Took Yuma out for a little bit of a walk, and then it is now 6:30, and I was desperate to get a 15-minute workout in. Josh is with Yuma. I guess there's a dog park across the street, so we're gonna get his energy out for a little bit. Then we have dinner reservations at 7:15. So wanted to get a quick little workout in, and this is my little space I carved out for my 15-minute workout, and I did some handstands. Man, I haven't done handstands in forever, so that felt really good to do some handstands. Feels so much better. So I'm gonna stretch real quick, and I just need to like put some deodorant on, make sure I'm not smelling. Quick change of clothes, and then I'm out the door. So a little bit sweaty, but that's okay. It's all worth it. Oh, and a quick update on Yuma. He did fantastic. He just slept the whole time in the car and did what he was supposed to do on his walks. That dog's pretty amazing, actually. All right, well, we're in Bakersfield. We left, how many hours ago? 3 hours ago? We got up at 6 to leave by 7. We just stopped at a rest stop, and it's called Love's, is like the, I guess, mini mart that they have. We're running out of food, actually. I ran out of fruit, so, and normally these mini marts have fresh fruit, and they did. So banana, 115 miles on I-5. We have a very long day of driving ahead of us, so we got up so early. This guy is doing great still. I'm so impressed with you, Bubs. So spoiled. No wonder he's not eating his dog food. We have his dog food in the back there, see? Is that good?
He'll eat it once I put this away.
We just hit a whole bunch of like oil fields. Bakersfield area is like a huge oil industry, and I don't think I've ever seen actual like oil pumps from like getting oil from the ground. And for some reason I found it disturbing. There was a ton of oil pumps all like spread out, and it just seemed really depressing to me. Seems like it's ruining the environment. It smelled like gasoline the whole way through. It's just kind of like, oh, it's kind of a little depressing. All our goal is to get to LA before the traffic starts. So hopefully we can get to LA before noon. Lots and lots of driving. Lots of driving. So it is actually many days later now. The last time I spoke with you, it was when we were driving through Bakersfield. It was the day before Christmas Eve, and we were driving to El Centro, Josh's hometown. So I guess I'll just kind of update you on what has happened since then. And we just really wanted to enjoy Christmas Eve and Christmas Day without like recording anything. We just really wanted to enjoy family. So I really didn't pick up the camera at all during Christmas. It was a blast. We had a really fun time in El Centro, staying with Josh's family, catching up with all of his brothers. There's 7 of him, and their wives and kids, and his parents and grandparents. It was a huge crowd. There's really no way I could have recorded anyways. It was just chaos, but it was so much fun being with his family. But yeah, the last time I actually talked with you guys, we were driving through Bakersfield, and I was telling you about the oil fields and everything, how disturbing that was for me. The rest of the drive was a little tedious. We hit traffic getting on the 15. Right before we got on the 15, we needed gas desperately, so we hit up a gas station which was out of gas completely, which I've never run into that situation before, so we were panicking. We found a gas station across the street from that gas station that was out of gas. They had some gas, but they were kind of rationing it, so we just got a half tank. That was a huge ordeal. And then we hit more traffic on the 15, and then we hit more traffic getting around like LA, San Bernardino area. Finally, we drove into Palm Springs. Josh and I used to live in Palm Springs for about 1.5 years before moving to his hometown in El Centro for another 2 years, almost 3 years before moving to Tacoma, Washington. So we lived in the desert for a total of like 4 years, between living in Palm Springs for 1.5 years and then El Centro for about 3 years. All of that's the desert for those of you who aren't familiar with Southern California. Palm Springs, El Centro, Imperial Valley, it's all kind of the same desert within like a few hours driving distance. So after we hit Palm Springs, it was easy. We found a really nice dog park for Yuma, so we ran him around for a good half an hour. And then by that time, it was like 5:30 at night, and we wanted to eat dinner before driving to his parents' house, which is another hour drive. So we hit up Panera, which was really good. And then another hour and we were in El Centro. So by the time we hit Josh's family's house, I turned off the camera and just relaxed and unwind from the trip and all the driving. We were exhausted. And the next day was Christmas Eve, and we took family pictures and saw his brother's property. And then the next day was Christmas, so lots of family. And the next day after that, we drove to Yuma to see his other brother's property, which is beautiful. And then yesterday, which was Monday, we drove here to San Diego. So this is my sister's house, my youngest sister. For those of you who don't know, I have 3 younger sisters. There's 4 of me. We took Yuma to the beach for the first time, which was so fun to see him on the beach. We took him to a dog beach in Del Mar, and that was really fun. So you know how like rained all the way down the coast, driving down from Northern California to here, rained the whole time? Well, it's been raining on and off in the desert, and then it rained most of the day yesterday and half the day today. So at the dog beach, it was windy and cold, so we didn't stay for very long. And now it is Tuesday evening. Okay, you guys ready for this update? We had a turn of events happen for our trip back to Tacoma. So as you guys know, we're supposed to fly back to Tacoma. Well, we just got an email a couple hours ago from our airline that said that they're canceling Yuma's flight because he's supposed to go in his crate in the cargo area right below where we sit, but that's not temperature regulated apparently. So because we've been having freezing weather in Washington, actually the Pacific Northwest, They're not gonna fly him because they can't regulate temperature. The temperature is below freezing, that they don't want animals in the cargo area, which makes sense. So then the next plan was to just fly me back to Tacoma and have Josh drive Yuma back to Tacoma, which would, by the way, is a 21-hour drive if you just drive straight. But then I was talking to my mom and she was saying that, you know, if I go to the airport, my flight might be canceled and Josh needs to hit the road by 6 a.m. tomorrow morning in order to get to Washington by a reasonable hour on Thursday. That means that he'd have to drop me off at the airport at 5:30 in the morning and my flight's not even until 1:30 in the afternoon. And there's still a chance my flight could be canceled or delayed or rerouted, or I might not be able to get home. We've been having so much snow in Tacoma since we've been here, and the weather has been terrible in the Pacific Northwest. So they're canceling flights left and right, rerouting pilots, rerouting everything. So there's a chance that I wouldn't be able to get home anyways. So my parents highly suggested that I just drive with Josh. We just all drive back to Tacoma. That way it's guaranteed that we get back home. We are driving back to Tacoma, making that drive again. We have been so stressed this evening. Yuma has no idea what's about to happen. He peed in his crate. So we were at dinner for 2 hours and he freaked out and peed in his crate. It's like, dude, and I think it's because he's been with us like 24/7 this whole time since we started the trip 10 days ago, that he's not used to his like routine in the crate anymore during the day. Also, little does he know that we're doing all this for him. I don't even know now that we have to drive back instead of fly back, I don't know that it was worth bringing him. It was so much fun having him. He did really well with the other dogs. He did well with our family. He had a lot of new experiences coming down here and a lot of funny stories with him that we wouldn't have had if we didn't bring him. But now we're spending even more money not flying back. I think we're out that money, and I don't think the airlines are going to reimburse us for that. And the gas driving back home, we had to book a hotel room for tomorrow night, let alone just all the torturous driving we have to do for the next 2 days. And then I have to work Friday, so we'll see if that even happens. And then it's New Year's. I'm very happy I filmed this road trip down. But I hope you guys had a happy holiday, and I hope you guys stayed safe, are happy, healthy. We're gonna try to keep ourselves sane right now as we pack up for another road trip back. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Comment down below anything you want. I hope you had a happy holiday. Maybe comment down below if you had a great holiday, what you did. Hey bud, you know what to say. Always remember to be kind to yourself.